Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. So I think a truism, something that is relentlessly true, is that when somebody behaves to you in a poor fashion, in a bad way, however you want to say it, if somebody behaves in a bad way towards you, the thing they hate most in the world, the thing they hate absolutely most in the world, is somebody treating them the way they treated you, right? They absolutely can't stand that. And I'll go one step further. They can't stand somebody treating them even in a far more mild way. They treat it, they just can't stand it. So why am I telling you this? Do you remember 2016 to 2020? I do. I remember there was a very, very, very good economy, right? Very good economy. I remember there was peace being forged in the Middle East, right? So say that would be impossible. I just remember this real good sense in the world of things going in a positive direction, things building well. I remember there being a good positive feeling, but I also remember there was about 40-50% of the world who were really unhappy with it, and that even those 40-50% of the world, they included the entirety of the media and the entirety of the tech giants who control social media, and the entirety of the news media. They all absolutely hated the success that America and the Western world did enjoy for those 4 years. They hate it. Why did they hate it? Because they were wrong. They were wrong. And something they hate even more than being treated in the way they treat other people is being wrong. They really, really, really hate being wrong. So put those two things together and we got today's story, right? So if you recall, they didn't really take Donald Trump's presidency very well, right? There was a lot of wailing and screaming and gnashing of teeth, and we had people were doing these most obscene things on national television, very publicly, very, very openly. I don't really think it was something that was driven by people. I think it was something driven by a small group of fanatics who saw the world being destroyed. Fine. So, there's a cut through today, and they are not happy about something happening very, very similar. Fine, before we get into the story, can you hit the like button? That'd be great. Can you hit the share button? Even freaking greater. Can you hit the subscribe button? That'd be fantastic. Double dozy. I do like it when you hit the subscribe button. I do like when people subscribe to me. I don't know why, but I do very much strongly enjoy that. So so like, share, subscribe, all those things are very, very, very good things. Thank you very much. And comment. If I didn't even want to say it, comment. Let me know what you think. So fine, so let's look at this story from the incredible Louder with Crowder. AP reporter attempts to storm cockpit, demands to know why Southwest pilot said, "Let's go Brandon." So let's go Brandon. What is let's go Brandon? The way I look at it, the greatest thing ever. So by fair means or foul, I think probably foul. Joe Biden became president, right? I won't say won the election, became president. Was it merely fortifying democracy, as they called it, or was it something more nefarious? We're never going to know. We're never going to know, because the only way they could have had any, the nation could have any, or the world could have any confidence in this election, which had many really strange, weird anomalies happening in it, added with many allegations of electoral impropriety, and some even of electoral fraud. The only way anybody could ever have any confidence in it is if they pulled these ballots and if they saw if they were genuine or not. Are they all signed by Mickey Mouse, or are they not signed by anybody at all? Right? And you have to pull all the ballots. The results were pretty similar and steady across the entire country. And America's a big place, right? Apart from a handful of swing states and a handful of counties within those swing states which experienced some irregularity. Yet strangely, the Biden government chose not to do that, and things have not gone well ever since. That was the first decision they made, and I would say the first of many that have gone reasonably badly. If you've been keeping up with the news, America's not doing very well. Their economy is on fire. It's experiencing inflation and stagnation. So I didn't think that was possible. It's the worst economy ever. I mean, heading towards the worst economy ever. It went from one of the best in the world. They had a stable border to now they have a chaotic, out of control border. They went from being somewhat respected on the world stage to having their arse handed to them by a small band of terrorists called the Taliban, and ending up giving them $87 billion worth of weaponry. Not really the best day for America. And there's supply chain issues. It's massive incompetence. Is it incompetence though? Is it incompetence? Who knows? Is it incompetence, or is it a deliberate attempt to destroy any upward mobility in America and create a permanent serf class, which I think it might be. I know that sounds somewhat outlier now, just what I think it might be. But whatever's happening, things are not good in America, and people are not happy with Joe Biden about it. It's basically what things would look like if somebody became president without actually winning the election, right? It looks exactly like that, which is weird because obviously that can't be the case. So chants of F. Joe Biden be going on around the country spontaneously. This is not something that from the top down, from the media elites, that they have been screaming at us that we must hate the government like they had been for the last 4 years, for 16 to 20. No. This is like natural and organic that came from people. Let's go, F. Joe Biden. So one time, at a NASCAR event, people were having a good old chant of F. Joe Biden, and the NBC reporter wanted to cover for it, and she was interviewing a man called Brandon at the time, and they said, "Oh look, they're saying let's go Brandon," which was just such a wonderful, wonderful display of Pravda-like complete disregard for truth and reality. Let's go Brandon took off, became huge because basically the whole country doesn't really like Joe Biden that much. Why? Because he's done, and frankly, not just a bad job. Probably he's perhaps been the worst president. And we're under a year in. It's incredible the amount of failure that's gone down. And we're under a year. So people are quite open to singing "Let's Go Brandon." So the problem is, I told you people don't like being treated the way they treat others. And the other thing they don't like is being wrong. So every time they hear "Let's Go Brandon," they hear they're wrong. They hear their failure. And again, they're terrible people with no moral value whatsoever, so they can't go, well, I acted much worse, so I can't really complain. No, they can't do that at all. Why? Yeah, we're going to see. So, Associated Press reporter attempts to storm cockpit, demands to know why Southwest pilot said, "Let's go Brandon." He took off and he said, "Let's go Brandon." Why? Because I think he's tapping into a zeitgeist of the country that are not happy with Joe Biden. In fact, I think the unhappiness really came about with the vaccine mandates, which I actually think is one of the least awful things that's gone down. But I think the vaccine mandate is designed to push people out of the workplace, to get people out of the work environment, forcing them down into poverty, and eventually being some kind of serf class, which I really think is what's going on. Maybe it is. It just seems they got a lot of very strange ideas. Go watch my video the other day about how schools are very, very dedicated to re-educate your children to not believe that heterosexuality is in any way normal or positive, right? Really strange stuff is going on there. So we live in truly amazing times. It starts with Joe Biden being terrible at his job. Yes, he is absolutely terrible. So terrible, in fact, college students started chanting "F Joe Biden" at football games. Yeah, all across the country, right? Other sports fans picked it up, including NASCAR fans. The chant split off to "Let's Go Brandon" when a reporter thought that's what she heard. She didn't think that. She was again. This was Hunger Games level lying. It was absolutely incredible. Then Let's Go Brandon became a thing, literally chopping the music charts. I think it's like the first 4 or 5 songs now on the hip hop charts on YouTube. This is not making people happy. They are getting very, very upset by it. Why? Because every time they hear Let's Go Brandon, they're not hearing F Joe Biden, right? They're hearing Joe Biden has failed, has utterly failed to, and everything I thought was going to happen, the opposite has happened. Now, Connie Long, the from the Associated Press, explaining away who Brandon is and why people are celebrating. She was so angry that people would be disrespectful to the Democratic Party. And here's the incredible thing. Socialist Democrats, whenever they're out of power, they always say, well, we must have compassion for those weaker, for those out of power. We must have compassion. And once they're in power, they say, we must have loyalty and dedication to the rule of law. Right? What they say changes depending on where they are. Right? She wanted to get into the cockpit of the Southwest flight when a pilot said, "Let's go, Brandon," when he over the intercom, right? Because he was having a laugh. You silly cunt. He was having a laugh. That's basically what was going on. And you felt like you're being laughed at because you were. That's why. I don't know what TFW means. Here. TFW abbreviation. What's it stand for? The F has to be F, right? That feeling when. That feel when. So we go, where are we over here? That feeling when you're trying to go on vacation and the pilot says the very thing you've been working on over the loudspeaker and you tried to get to the comment on it and then almost get removed. Okay, how Let's Go Brandon, this is the thing. How Let's Go Brandon became code for insulting Joe Biden. Because your shills in the media did it. Now again, do you not remember like every late night show, like screaming swear word epitaphs at Trump for years and years and years? No, freedom of expression. What people need to. You don't remember, all those riots in 2020, 2019. Was it 2019? I can't even bloody remember now. That you wanted so you would get the election result you wanted. In defense of the airline, I was asking to open a locked cockpit, and probably sounded insane. You probably did, darling. You probably did. Let's see this article. Let's see where she thinks Let's Go Brandon came from. It's a complete repudiation of everything you believed. South Carolina, Let's Go Brandon face mask. The line has become a conservative code for F Joe Biden. It's all the rage amongst Republicans, all the rage amongst people wanting to prove their conservative credentials. No, it's people pissed off at the bullcrap that you specifically sold them, right? They're pissed off at the nonsense that you sold them and the misery you sold them down to, right? And you don't like being criticized, right? Even though I would have thought if somebody said F Donald Trump in 2017, you'll be like, yay, yes, Queen Slay. Fine. So then we have Asher, whoever this is. I could be missing a tongue embedded in heat. Maybe she's a journalist, so I have no reason to take her words verbatim as serious as she's taking this pilot saying "Let's go, Brandon," or as serious as others in media draw a good eye comparison. So yes. So who is this Asher Rangappa? Rasha Gappa is former FBI special agent, lawyer, faculty at Jackson. Yeah, okay, Tigerish mum, CNN analyst. Okay, you're a swamp creature, are you? Yes, you are a swamp creature. So what did she say? As an experiment, I'd love for the Southwest Air pilot to say, "Long live ISIS before taking off, because that's what it is! Because Biden is beating us! I can't stay the rest!" Well, I actually think they probably said "Long live ISIS" when they gave them all those weapons in Afghanistan, right? My guess is 1, the plane would be immediately grounded, and 2, the pilot fired! Which is what for not worshipping our good and holy Joe Biden, who has suffered for our sins. And three, a statement issued with the airline within a matter of hours. Airlines hate Biden. Everybody hates Biden, apart from you swamp creatures, right? Jeanette Kamen, who's Jeanette Kamen? Let's see who she is. Harvard professor, well, there you go. It says it all there. CNN analyst and CEO Gritmo, you're fine. Okay, swamp creature, right? You're the reason we are paying double in gas, right? You idiot. If Southwest Air doesn't do anything, every passenger on that flight has standing filed a complaint with the FAA News, and they should do so. Southwest will then be compelled to investigate or defend him. Have fun with that. No messing around in the air. Bright line really? Again, I'm going to guess, Juliet, you were probably on board with somebody saying F Trump. Really? I'm going to guess that, right? Maybe you're just full of shit. That could be. You might just be full of shit. But I'm going to guess that's probably what's going on. And Jonathan Lemire said on Friday morning, a Southwest flight to Houston to Albuquerque, the pilot signed off his greeting over the public address system with the phrase, "To audio gasp of some passengers." What? He doesn't love Joe Biden? What's not to love about inflation and empty shelves? Oh, I understand. Unlike some of you, I'm not saying he should be fired. I guess you are, actually. I think you'll kind of be happy if he was fired. Only that there should be an investigation. Right, like into the 2020 election, like that? No, that's crazy, isn't it? We can't have a level playing field. Either way, bad joke or arsehole, you are both, darling. You are both a bad joke and an arsehole. It cannot go unaddressed lest it open up other pilots to harangue passengers. Where were you for the 4 years? Harangue passengers? My life was being harangued by harpies like you. And then we get this guy shows up, this wonderful bit of what's the word we're looking for? Hypocrisy. It's a wonderful piece of hypocrisy. We have here we go, Brian Taylor. It's opening up now. So Brian Taylor Cohen on one side says, where is he? On a Southwest flight to Houston, Albuquerque, they've signed off with the public address saying, "Let's go Biden. GOP code," not GOP. People code. GOP code for F Joe Biden. To all the guys about it, care to comment stuff with that? So then a little bit before, let's have a look and see what he says over here. Fox News forgetting that their network only plays in retirement community clubhouses and trying to report from the real world, only to be met with Chancellor F. Trump had breathed new life. Oh, so that was okay then. That's weird. You know what? You know why that was okay to you? Because you're full of shit, baby. Because you are full of shit like all of you people. Right? Yeah, exactly. You know why you're hearing chants of F. Joe Biden? Probably because he didn't win the election. Probably. Who knows? Or there's the dream. I guess we're never going to find out. But that's probably why you're hearing it. And even if he did win the election, not going that well, is it? Let's go Brandon, baby. Let's go Brandon. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.